reached the
You are now tuned into the SIQ, the Sick House Party, Mondays to Fridays, 6 to 9 p.m.
Yeah, boy!
You are watching a master at work.
DJ Kello, the energy.
I know you're gonna dig this.
And you know this, and you know man.
You're listening to O.U.R Radio, your urban alternative. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at ourradio.fm. Kelocal Lockdown Tuesdays, playing 100% TNT rock music with DJ Kello, the energy.
show us a better way. And timidify the things and bring them down now. To the ones that all of our love and hate is with them orchestrate. Allow them, cause them intimidated by the things and bring them down now. The earth I am, it is the why. Insinuating you don't have to know what you need to know. And in the final hour, people running them a coward. What makes them so afraid? Yeah, them intimidated by the things I think they don't know. The earth I am, it is true. Out as they mean on now, but so I am. Shoulder to shoulder, you're making me idle, injecting them needles of theory. Yeah, shoulder to shoulder, you're making me idle, injecting them needles of theory. Yeah. I'm going on through the mountainside, stand on the beat because we're high. We'll do it comes naturally out up through the mountainside, stand on the beat because we're high. We'll do it comes naturally out. The earth I am, it is out as they me on now, but so are you. Shoulder, shoulder, you're making me idle, injecting them needles of fearing. Yeah, shoulder to shoulder, you're making me idle, injecting them needles of fearing. Yeah, shoulder to shoulder, you're making me idle, injecting them needles of fearing. Yeah, shoulder to shoulder, you're making me injecting them needles of fearing. I'm going on through the mountainside, stand on the peak because we're high. Do it comes naturally out up through the mountainside, stand on the peak because we're high. We'll do it comes naturally out. Yeah. Shoulder to shoulder.
She's all I ever wanted. Goddamn, this song, this is so wrong. She's all I ever wanted. I'll run away and flee, but she's all I ever wanted. And I'll be on my way, 'cause she's so me, but she's so his. I'll just get in the way with all the things she does when I'm around. And I can't help but crack a smile. Maybe I'm in denial, at least I don't look back when she stares, as I'm reminded why this world is so unfair. 'Cause she's all I ever wanted. Goddamn, this song, this is so wrong. She's all I ever wanted. I'll run away and flee, but she's all I ever wanted. And I'll be on my way, 'cause she's so me,
That's right. That's right. Welcome back, everyone. All right. Yeah, as we get out of that right now. All right. So, good evening. Welcome to Kelocal Lockdown Tuesdays. I try to get my laptop to work properly. So welcome, guys. Welcome back to Kelocal Lockdown Tuesdays. Episode 2 in season 8. Is this season 8? Yeah. Season 8, right, yeah. All right, so guys, yes, we're back here. And I'm here. Good, we got it. Stay still. All right, let's just put this in. All right, yes. So, what's up, guys? Welcome back. If you didn't know me by now, I'm DJ Kelo, the energy from Trinidad and Tobago, and it's all about local rock music right here in Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean. That's what we do, 100% local rock music for the next 3 hours. And we have to kick it off like this, with sad news. Unfortunately, we have lost what to say, boy? The godfather or the father of metal music. Yes, we lost Ozzy, the great one, Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath. Y'all know, it's a sad day, and a sad day in rock and roll history. And I gotta tell some people they have to call back because I am on air, so I can't actually take the call. Hope they hear me. Right. Yeah. So yes, the man himself, he's gone to join Lemmy and all the greats up there in that great band room in the sky. Yep. He's off. All right. What's up, Ishipai? What's up, Rahil? Welcome. Remember, guys, share it up. Get everybody inside. We got 5 people inside. Remember to like the video as well. All right. So, yeah, the great one, the man responsible for all the rock, all the metal in the world, all the metal fans in the world. Yes, the great one, Ozzy Osbourne, is now up in that band room in the sky. Yep. Tough news, and it's all right. So tonight we got a great show for y'all tonight, and if y'all saw the broadcast or y'all are following me on social media on Kelocal TT on Instagram, or you're following O.U.R Radio, you would know by now we have the other great one, the other metal boss of bosses. Yes, we also have the voice, and I call him my radio daddy. He's coming up later on this evening. The man they call the myth, the legend, they call Mike Ross, the vampire. He's coming in. I gotta get him to do that. All right, so look out for Mike Ross. He's gonna be here later on tonight from 8 o'clock. So look out for that. Yes, you heard right. Yes. What's up, Vinny? Just pop in a few minutes. All right. Yes, but you need to be here. All right. Hopefully we can see Paul later on while we have Mike here. Iggy Pop, yes. And no, Mike Ross is not Iggy Pop, no matter what you may have heard or seen. Yes, no, he's not Iggy Pop. All right. But right, so let me give you a quick recap. You know me again. Also we got my boy over here. Yeah, Fish. He's here making sure the stream looks good. Does it look good? Do I look good? I look small, big? I don't know. Yeah. All right. All right. So let's see. Let's do a quick recap of everything you heard so far. And remember, guys, please like and share. Get everybody involved. I hope you link soon. All right. Yeah. So y'all heard from Checklist. That was just now Checklist. That's called Walking Away. All right, that's Walking Away. Before that, you heard from some Skid Novelli. Yeah, what's up, Dave? Hey, David. David is there. What's up, David? Are you in the country? I know you're always in and out, so let me know. I'm good, man. I'm good. All right, so y'all heard from Checklist. Before that was Walking Away. Before that, it was some Skid Novelli with She's So His. Yes, that song that took them off, and everybody knows that. All right. Before that was the Boom Slang. That was The Earth I Is. And before that, you heard from some John Desai. We kicked off the program with some John Desai. And that song is called Shango. All right. So, yeah, that's what you heard so far. And, guys, let's get this stream popping right now. We need to get everybody inside. I want to see about 30, 40 people. Last week we had... I think we had when the band was on, we had about 30 or 40 people inside. So I want to see that this evening and even more, because we are going to be going down that rabbit hole with the history of local rock music in Trinidad and Tobago. So you don't want to miss that. And who else better than to do it with the man himself, the vampire, Mike Ross. All right, so that's coming up later on, and I'm going to take you straight back to the music until then, and I'm going to drop something from Tripped and Falling right now. This song is called Bleed Victoria.
Cheeks, born for nights without sleep, or the miles that separate me from my heart. And what rhythm fills my dreams of a sky that never weeps, while beneath my feet I can feel the earth as she begins to beat. And the sound is a chorus of angels, and I wait for every word they say. to the point of breaking, woken up to find the truth. All that I have ever been now, blinded in my youth, crawl to the womb. In the valley lies a woman, crimson motion finds a bruise. Dedicate this holy gift now, thrust that dagger through, crawl.
That's right, and that was The Womb from the band Upset the Order. Before that, you heard from some Tripped and Falling. That was Bleed Victoria. All right, what's up, Ty? Hey, what's up, Ty? Welcome. Let's see. Let's see the messages. What, David? You're getting YouTube in your room? That's what Wi-Fi is for. Yes, that's right. All right, so yes, we're seeing the numbers going up. Remember, guys, hit that like if you we need to get that Alec. I always mess up this word. That's algorithm. We need to get that up. All right, so just hit that like, and remember, right there in the chat, you will see the link for the donate 68. All right, that's a donate to the show. Support me, guys. I do this every single Tuesday, and it's all about keeping the local rock alive. And just so you all know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna give you this right now. So we'll be right back.
Need to raise funds for your next creative project, event, or invention? Or maybe you or a family member are raising funds for much needed medical treatment. Now, you can get started raising that much needed cash via Donate68.com, the newest 100% homegrown crowdfunding platform in Trinidad and Tobago. Donate68.com accepts donations from all major credit cards, but not only that, for those without a credit card, you can use your everyday Visa debit card to make donations. So log on today and create a campaign for your next passion project, startup, or cause. Share your campaign with your community of family, friends, and supporters to get the financial backing you need. Donate68.com, funding your culture.
That's right. It's all about Donate 68. All you got to do is just click on that link right there. It's in the chat. We pinned it to the top. So donate to the show. Guys, just, I do this out of love, share love for it, because I love the local rock scene. I've been trying to bring it back, and it's coming back in a big way. So for everyone who's been throwing shows and attending the shows, thank you, and keep it up. Do not let it die. I'm not going to be here all the time. I'm back out in September, but I'm back again in January. So, speaking of that, we might be looking for a new host to hold down the fort while I'm gone in September. All right. So, look out for that. We're going to be doing a campaign sometime soon. Looking for some new voices, new faces to Kelocal Lockdown Tuesdays. All right. So, in the meanwhile, remember, we got Mike Ross coming up later on this evening. That's going to be in about 25 minutes. So, look out for that. It is now 25 minutes to the hour of 8 o'clock. So, 8 o'clock sharp, he is going to be right here. So, and we're going to be discussing everything about the local rock scene from yesteryear up to now. All right, so remember, guys, share the live. How guess to say it? Share the live. Share the live. Yeah. Share the live. Right. All right. So keeping it moving right about now. Remember, guys, later on we have we got the request hour, right? In that final hour from 9 o'clock, we got the request hour. So you all could request whatever you want. You say it, I play it. It's that simple. All right. So remember, share it up, get everybody inside. Vish just stepped out to come back. All right. In the meanwhile, we're going to keep it moving. That was the womb y'all heard before. And right now, we're going to keep it moving with some Stillborn. Yeah. And this song is called Frailty. Local rock music, let's go. Remember to donate it to all the Donate 68.
Late
That's right. If you didn't know, that was the man they call Jason Bodden. Yeah, right there on the vocals there from the band Stillborn. Yes. Right. So keeping it moving right now. Actually, no, I'm not going to play that until he's here. So let's pull this down a little bit. Yes, if you didn't know by now, yes, Mike Ross is going to be here shortly. So look out for that. All right. So keeping it moving. Gonna drop this one here from 5 Miles to Midnight, and this one is called Tragedies.
I'm so good and you're so great, and yet this is how we're feeling. 'Cause I'm so good and you're so great, yeah, this is how I'm feeling. Yeah. I'm waiting for you as we love on in all this misuse. I am what I say. You keep holding back from moving forward. Let's get on track so that we can fly. I feel this place in this tragedy. I feel this place in this tragedy. I'm great, I'm good. I can be your shirt. Too late, I can't wait. This is all I'm feeling. I'm great, I'm good. I can be your shirt. Too late, I can't wait. This is all I'm feeling. Finishing this race. I have done this fake face. Don't know why I'm bleeding. I may have been replaced. Give up on myself. Give up all of me. Don't know what I should do, so I'll wait for you. I feel this place in this tragedy. I feel this place in this tragedy. I'm weak, I'm good. I can be your shirt. Too late, I can't wait. This is all I'm feeling. I'm weak, I'm good. I can be your shirt. Too late, I can't wait. This is all I'm feeling. I'm great, I'm good. I can be your shirt. It's too late, can't wait. This is all I'm feeling. I'm great, I'm good. I can be your shirt. Too late, I can't wait. This is all I'm feeling. I'm great, I'm good. I can be your shirt. Too late, I can't wait. This is all I'm feeling. This is all I should. Too late, can't wait. I'm feeling. This is all I'm feeling.
Yeah, that's right. That was Tragedies from the band 5 Miles to Midnight. Yes, Matix. Yes, Tragedies from 5 Miles to Midnight. That's who that is. And what's up, Luke? Welcome, Luke. And yes, we are having a wake. Speaking of wakes, we are having a wake for Ozzy in Ricks tonight. Yes, so if anyone's around the Curup area or anywhere on the east side, even if you're in Port of Spain and you want to come across and just pay some tribute to the legend Ozzy Osbourne, you can head down there to Rick's. You can head down to Rick's in Curup. All right, so look out for that. And yeah, that's on tonight. So if anybody is coming up from south and wants to come past and get me, I will definitely show my face there. But yeah, I'm not driving tonight, so yeah. And I mean, I know, but I thought you were gonna drop me all the way down south. I mean, that would be nice, though. All right. So that's in Rick's tonight. So they're gonna be paying tribute to the great one, Ozzy Osbourne. So look out for that. And but we're just gonna keep the music going right here as we get ready for the other legend, the man who looks like Iggy Pop. And yes, that's Mikey. All right. So let's keep it moving right now. So we have about 15 minutes to go. Let's see. I played that last week, so I'm gonna drop this one here from Brown Fox, and this is Yesterday. All right, so yeah, welcome back to Kelocal Lockdown Tuesdays, and somebody is here. I'm not going to say who. If you were listening, you would know. Hey, what's up, Alan? Hey, look at that. Alan Samlal Singh is here. Browsers crew. Yeah, welcome. Let's see, maybe step out and do an Aussie tribute. Sir, I would like to keep my stream going. You know I would love to do a nice Aussie session, but yeah, we will get blocked instantly if I play any of that. So, yeah, that's why we keep it local. Yeah, you understand. All right, yes, so we have a really, really special guest inside. He's going to be on in about 8 minutes, so look out for that. If you are following us on ourradio.fm or Kelocal TT, you will know exactly who I'm talking about. But in the meanwhile, before I play that next tune, to give you an idea who's here, gonna drop this one here from Rahul Baburam, throwing it all the way back. This is Flickering and Unsteady.
If you only knew how the Lord loves you, if you only knew Krishna is God, the perception of things around you will suddenly change for good. If you only realize how Lord lives in you, if you only praise Ram as you should, whatever difficulty comes before you will not be able to shake you again. Flickering and unsteady the mind may be, thoughts wandering from he to she. Chant the names of Krishna and you will surely see what it really means to be happy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now I know how the Lord loves me, for I know Krishna is God. I see him in everything around me, within this body as a super soul. Flickering and unsteady the mind, baby. Thoughts wandering from he to she. Oh no. Chant the names of Krishna and you will surely see what it really means to be happy, happy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Hari Bol.
That's right, and that was Rahel Babaram with Flickering and Unsteady. Yes, that brought back. Oh my gosh, I just realized I'm not on camera. Right, yeah. So, yeah, that brought back so many memories. Wow. All right, so we got 2 more minutes before we go to our second hour. And before we do that, you know, I had to play this song because if you all know, I'm just gonna say, if you know, you know. All right, the song is called "The Sparrow" and it's from the band called Asteroid Garden.
Life must belong
That's right. That's right. So if you all know, if you you know what it is. If you know, you know. That's the band, the Astral Garden, and that's the man they call Mike Ross. And guess who's here? Put him on camera. There we go. We got the man himself, the legend, the myth, the vampire. You know, I gotta get you to do that tonight because I can't do it properly. We got the vampire, the man himself. I also call him my radio daddy. You all know this already. And this is Mike Ross, y'all. And also joining us from the band Prime, we have Darren, the teacher, Darren Lala. All right, now your mic is on. All right, the teacher. So, Mike, what's up, Mike? What's up? It's been a while.
It has been a while, man. Nice to be here. Thanks for the invitation, man.
Thank you for coming.
I appreciate it. Glad to see you. Welcome back.
Thank you. And listen, I would be real. As I came up the phone to you, yes, I was screaming on the place like a crazy person. But it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Swanson. We all back to good. We all go back to normal, right?
All in the name of local music, boy, Kel. You know that.
Thank you. Yes.
You know that.
Yes.
Call was kind of late, but I said, let's go. Let's do it.
That's right. So let's see. First of all, who do we have inside? We got browsers inside as well. Yes. Alan. The request hour is the last hour from 9 o'clock. All right, you're gonna get your piece straight from Orange Sky. Don't worry. All right. David D'Souza is inside. Rahil Baburam is inside as well. We got Luke. What's up? Big Luke is inside as well. Tyrone Hadid. Yes, Ty Hadid is inside. And Vinny, yes, Vinny, and also we got Sinister inside as well. Samantha, hi, and Samantha says hi. That's Samantha Scotter. She says hi, Mikey.
Yo.
Yeah. So guys, we got Radio Royalty right here. We also got the teacher himself, Darren Lala. One of the wow, Darren. First of all, how many bands have you been in?
Not that many. Probably many different names.
Who?
No. You mix it up with another short bass player.
Hey, wow. That's a low blow. I don't.
No, that guy a lot better than me. I can't play for many bands. I don't have the memory fit.
All right.
I'm one of these emotional players who kind of need to stick to what I like.
Okay.
You know, I can't be in a cover band because it's like Black Crowes. Their father had said these guys didn't do covers because they weren't good enough. That's me. That's me. I can't be in a cover band. I can't be in a million bands.
All right. So if y'all don't know Darren Lala from the band Prime, brand new band. Is brand new or y'all have been around?
No. So
listen, this is the first time I'm hearing about Prime.
You need to come into the shot.
Yeah, come on in.
This is actually the band leader for Prime Tree, David Sukram.
What's up? We got yeah.
Sit here. I'll be back.
Sukram?
No, I just sing in front of the band. I won't come to the band leader. That's the thing about a 3-man band. Everybody pulls their weight.
Come a little closer to the mic. We're hardly in it. All right, there we go. A little closer to the mic. That's all. Yeah. Yes. So gotcha. Yes. So Prime. Tell me about Prime 3.
Yeah. Well, it's a 3-man band. Darren and I used to jam way before, and to be honest, somebody called for Flying Crapple to come and do a show, which was Darren's band, and at that time, Chris was in Australia, Windsor was doing something, and he's like, I have a band here. I was like, what's the name of the band? And we look at each other. It's about 12 years ago. I was like, there's 3 of us, tree line, something with tree. I was a maths person. I was like, yeah, Prime Tree. I sounded cool, and at that moment, the band was just kind of formed.
Okay.
Flying Crapple was not available.
Is that true?
It's a trio.
Is that true?
Yeah. Okay.
Manager.
And our manager, Jared.
All right.
He is here for sex appeal.
Yeah, because clearly none of us have it.
I too grey and
Nah, man, Gray's the new sexy. Come on.
We need a mop.
Yeah, Gray's the new sexy. Come on, Mike. We know this, right?
Mike, we know that old.
Of course.
We don't need a mop.
Of course.
I don't know what's happening.
Dying nothing.
A little bit of Revlon every now and then has help.
Well, yeah. But I ain't dying nothing. All right. Yeah.
I call it the bearded one now.
Yes. Bald and bearded. That's what we're doing now.
Bald and bearded.
Yes, it's a grown and it's a big and sexy.
All right.
I don't know what the sexy part, but I mean, yeah. Just grown. All right. So guys, I know Prime. So it's Prime 3.
About 3-man band.
All right. So you're gonna be performing is this weekend?
This Sunday at the Lazy Lizard Lounge.
Lazy Lizard. So tell me more about that show. It is because it just popped up on my feed. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna try to interview some bands from that. That's why Paul was supposed to be here, but unfortunately he couldn't make it.
Kyle from Abyss and Chosen Whites. I think this is the third year he's doing Resurrection. Resurrection is where he resurrects old bands from retirement or hiatus. And
Retirement is I like
Or
hiatus. And he's been acting me since Resurrection 1, but it just, I say, when you reach 3, we'll talk. And he happened to reach 3, so.
Now is your time.
Yeah, apparently.
That is actually true.
So that's why Vinny is inside for tomorrow as well. Well, for weekend as well.
Yeah.
The execution mode, boy. Yeah. Don't worry.
I don't know that they were on hiatus, but they were like pre our generations. It's like a few generations ago. They have musicians from then, So they like honorary resurrections. They're like still alive.
And 7AH hasn't been in a while, right?
I don't know when was their last gig, but I think it's been around.
I would love to know when we're going to see an Astral Garden.
Mike, what exactly are you doing here? What are we promoting?
I don't think we can afford Astral Garden. Pretty sure.
Correct answer. Correct answer.
Quality price.
Kyle has been, I think, one of the early of these resurrection things. He's been, and then it was just bad timing. Couldn't get everybody together. That kind of stuff. But it could happen.
I'm hoping two bands for sure I would love to see come back out of retirement, if you want to call it that. I would say a very extended hiatus. Yeah. I would love to see, as I said, Astral Garden, Tripped and Fallen, and Skid Novelli. I need to see those bands come back out. It's going to be my lifetime goal to make that show happen. I don't know how it's going to happen.
Let's get behind them.
Okay.
Let's do it.
We'll make that happen.
Let's do it.
I don't know about the Tripped and Fallen because I don't think everybody lives there anymore.
No, they don't all live here,
Listen,
but
they must visit.
two chads are here.
They need one practice and they could just jam it.
I don't think they even need practice.
They
don't even need
don't.
practice.
I'd be glad to see that.
All 3 bands, though, were real good bands.
Yep.
I always was a big fan of Tripped and Fallen.
Yep.
And
Still.
Skid Novelli, Andrew, it's just, that
Majestic.
was a cool band. And the Astral Garden was a good rock band as well, man.
But I know that Chad is still performing by himself as a solo artist.
Yeah,
doing
he does.
acoustic stuff.
Yeah, he does solo
If
stuff.
I'm not mistaken, I believe he might be looking at recording right now. Possibly. Next time I see him, I'm going to ask him.
Darren, we barely hear you. Darren, they barely hear you.
Yes, I was saying.
Right, there we go.
You're a sound engineer, should know better.
Well, on the wrong side of the mic, you see. Yes, I
he's normally the one buffing everybody like.
Yeah, you're doing your job there. So yeah, I know that Chad, the singer of Tripped and Fallen, he's been performing as a solo artist doing
I've seen
acoustic
him a
stuff
couple
and
times.
whatnot. And if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I mean, you all should put it up in the comments and ask if he has anything planned, anything coming up. I heard some talks of possibly recording or writing, or I'm not sure. But put it up in the comments. I'm sure he's somewhere in internet land reading these things and listening to us right now. And, it'll be a personal favor to Mike. All right, Chad? Just do it.
I hope he's listening. Anybody?
Good.
Yeah, he can't tell you.
Good.
Well, it's now on public. It's in the air, and it can always go back.
If it's one thing we could learn from today, and today in particular, is that we have legends, and we should celebrate them while we are around. I'm not saying that I'm the biggest Aussie fan, but you can't deny.
Hey, careful!
No, I'm saying they are bigger Aussie fans than me.
Careful.
They are bigger Aussie fans.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, look one right here.
Right, and it's undeniable the legend that he was. But something I still work in entertainment, and something I keep telling people, even younger folks now coming in, is that everybody starts somewhere, and everybody is a legend. So there was a point when Mike was not known on the radio, not known for singing and all that. But he is now, and he's here with us now, so it's to be enjoyed. Just like Chad, just like, you know. I think I got a little sentimental with Ozzy in particular because he just refused to move on for however long. He's this old battle axe. And it's just such a sharp reminder that you have to celebrate what you have while you have it. You know,
While you have it, of course.
I think
Yeah.
it's about 2 weeks ago, I saw an interview with him where he said, I'm dying, and we have to
He
do
said
this
so.
concert.
Yeah.
Because I am dying. They did a surgery. It didn't work. It probably made things worse. But I am going, and I want to go out on stage. I want to go out with a bang. And maybe the timing kind of worked out like that.
Well, now that we found out what happened today, I think that timing was
Perfect,
just
perfect
very
timing.
perfect because,
Absolutely.
yeah. He wanted
spot
our
on.
last one.
And I mean, you know, if that's the way to go, I mean, that's the one thing everybody wish they could do before they go, and he did it.
We could cuss.
Yeah.
Watching a little video the other day, and there was zoomed in on his lips now.
Yeah.
At the end of the concert the other night, and trying to see what he was saying.
Yeah.
But what he was trying to do, he was trying to stand up. And at the
yeah.
end, he was trying to call Tony Iommi or Giza and them to come around him and.
Yeah, I help him
And
out.
you could see him mounting, help me stand the fuck up. You wanted to stand up. The whole show, he was like this.
Yeah.
He was just trying to stand up, man. Legend, hey.
Yeah.
I understand
For
also.
me-
I understand also for that show. He said he did not take any painkillers or anything because he said he preferred to be in pain than to be numb.
Yeah.
That
He said he was going in as the rock star that he
yo,
was going to be.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's like you prefer pain than not feeling anything at
And
all.
there's some issues with his spine. I can't even imagine what level of crippling pain
pain that
he
is.
might have been in, but he
Yeah.
had to go out his way. He had to do it his way. I mean, that's awesome. That's to learn from, and that, you know.
And he pulled it off. Wow.
So-
Yeah, he was remarkable, man.
Yeah.
I thought his vocal was real good.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, for everything that he gone through.
Yeah.
Vocal was on point. It was
And
real good.
The interview where he said he was going to die, he also said, beyond any promoter, any band, any musician, Sharon is the one who kept him alive because he was supposed to be dead
Facts.
100 times before.
Facts.
And this is the first time, he may have said it before, it's the first time I heard it and I was like, my eyes fell up with tears because, whenever that was a joke we used to make with any strong woman, like the wives of the rock stars.
Yeah.
Like Gary Hector's wife. She's our Sharon.
That's
because
right.
she was that strong person
Strong
who could put up
person,
with the assholes and the drunkenness and the rock stars and the whatever. You know, but the point I'm making with all this is as much as we love Ozzy, remember who we still have to love. You know?
I'm still looking for my Sharon.
I just hope Darren spins into a whole stick about the show Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make Dario a manager.
So while we still alive, come and see us. I guess that's what we say.
By the way, let me just cut you across for a second. I'm seeing a message here from Alan, and he's saying that concert actually raised 190 million, not 19, 190 million dollars
Correct, for
for his
various
charity,
charities.
and it's full. All of it went straight to research and Parkinson's.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That's a huge figure. I didn't hear it myself, but apparently there was like a news report on one of them TV stations tonight that apparently they put him in a good light, if you know what I mean.
Kels, that's Alan Tier.
Yeah, no, that's not Alan Tier. That's Alan Samuel Singh.
Bringing the devil business and all of that.
Yeah, that article today.
I saw a lot of people flashing.
Ooh, so and they took it down.
Yeah.
They took it down just as fast because that set every.
He would have loved it. He said he wants to die as the Prince of Darkness. He would be remembered as the Prince of Darkness and not this old guy.
He always will be.
So if that's how they remember him, if the haters remember him like that, Ozzy laughing at them wherever he is.
Yeah. But I mean, I think that was an article from a certain news outlet in Trinidad and Tobago, and
I didn't see it, but
it was
flashing all over
a lot of people weren't happy about it, and it is not there anymore. Yeah. You know, sometimes they report on things that some people should not write. If you don't know about it, don't
Exactly. Do your investigation before you.
Yeah,
broadcast,
do some research, and then especially with something like rock music that you don't know.
You know what? I can hate somebody, right? But there's a certain sentiment and a certain respect you have to have for life and for the person. It doesn't matter whoever that person was. Wait a few days at least. The man body not even cold yet, and you're about talking to him. Like I said, I am not his biggest fan. They have bigger fans. They have people probably crying about it. They have people who had their first kiss or their first date or
to Ozzy?
To Ozzy music. The music would have been playing in the background.
Wow.
All right.
You never know.
Crazy
right?
train.
But, you have stories to tell about some party you was at. You have memories of people who not with you anymore, some who with you still.
Oh, yeah,
that you were listening to Ozzy
those,
and this guy get drunk, whatever,
A lot of those stories are in Gens. A lot of those stories are in Gens.
For me, second favorite singer, second favorite band was Black Sabbath. Ozzy, yeah.
Who's your favorite?
Obviously Robert Plant and Led Zeppelin.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
But when I say second, it's like almost like
they're neck and neck.
Yeah, they're neck and neck.
That's just like me. That's like me and Slipknot and System of a Down.
I have to put this in there, right? Danny, if you're listening.
Danny, I'm black.
Led Zeppelin did it better, okay? Yeah. Shut up. That's a private joke. Carry on.
I'm not getting in between
not
that. I'm not getting. Anyway, so just a quick reminder of the show coming up. Tell me a little bit about it, really, really quickly, because I wanna.
Yeah, sure.
I wanna get into to some rock and roll history.
Because Darren this year, when he starts talking, that'll be it. So getting back, Resurrection 3 this Sunday at the Lazy Lizard. It's a very cool venue. The reason why you probably just heard about the show, the owners changed randomly on us, but thankfully new owner and a new team, very cool people, very nice people. They extend the same courtesy to us. It's a very family-friendly place, very good menu, very good ambience. We try to get a different venue because we think there will be a mix of an older crowd and a new crowd, hopefully. So their booth is comfortable. It's really accessible traveling, getting there right share. It starts at 3 p.m. First band should be on at 6. Last band should go on around 9:30. So as it's a Sunday, it's going to be a fairly early event. But the bar is going to close. The vibe's not going to done. We have DJs. We have a lot of events happening at the actual venue as well.
Okay. Is it going to be an indoor and outdoor? Indoor, outdoor.
So the show is going to be indoor. But at the Lazy Lizard, there's actually a nice decking outside where there's going to be a live T-shirt printing station.
Okay.
I can't see how much I've seen it. So you could come, get band tees printed, event tees printed. You could walk with your own T-shirt as well, and you can customize it there on the spot. There's going to be tattoos, piercings, and jewelry as well. But I think the T-shirt thing is kind of unique. So you could actually bring your own stuff or choose from the logos we have there and print it on the spot. So inside and outside, it can be a lot of vibes.
Yeah, and the band's being featured at Chosen Whites, Execution Mode, Prime Tree, and 7 Year Itch. Let me see, let me put on my best micros voice. And David, where do we get tickets?
Well, so tickets are available from all band members, Dreamliners Pub, the Lazy Lizard Lounge, Phoenix Bar. Was it one in South? Planners, right? Planners. So listen, the regular places you will get tickets: Rick's, Planners, Phoenix, Dreamliners, who's one of the sponsors, and all band members should have tickets by the next couple of days.
All right. So, so that's right. So that's Sunday from 3 o'clock. Doors open. So look out for that. I don't know if I'm around. I'm definitely going to pass through.
Guys,
all right.
$100 a ticket for amazing bands. A lot of giveaways, a lot of things going to be happening. Headbanging competition, air guitar competition, beer drinking competition.
Oh, I'm there.
Okay, right. Sold.
Micros impersonation competition.
I'm there too.
Can we afford the price?
That's going to be a tough one.
Micros could enter.
I'll probably lose.
Yeah.
Was that somebody doing a better micros?
Yeah, they probably might have a better one.
I have a question here. So, so Ishiba is saying that she's not a big Aussie fan, but she wants to know if anybody's going to be covering any Aussie songs for the show.
Maybe?
So Prime Tree. No, Prime Tree is the original band. But the only band, even Darren said he's not the biggest fan, that we ever covered is Black Sabbath.
Oh,
That's
really?
the only band we've ever covered.
So you need to resurrect
Actually,
that.
we did a couple, but consistently, Ozzy. That's who we would cover.
Well, no pressure at all.
Come and find out.
Yeah,
Certain age might surprise us. I'm putting that on them.
Maybe Chosen Whites.
Or maybe the Chosen Whites.
So that's cool. So it's a mix. It have 2 original bands and 2 cover bands. Chosen Whites, I think, will be opening, and 7 Years will be closing. So they're going to open and close with songs, you know. And
Chosen Whites.
Yeah, that's Kyle Abyss.
Oh, that's Kyle Band?
Yeah.
Chosen Whites, and they didn't choose Mike.
Well, listen,
Kyle.
it's Kyle, right? So
Lord Kyle. Lord Kyle.
Who also goes as Black Soul Rose.
Black Soul Rose. So listen.
In a band called Chosen Whites.
I love it.
Can you say more?
It would have to be Kyle. It could only be Kyle. Believe me.
So
Kyle Abyss.
I had a lot of questions too, but I just.
So Abyss, he closed down Abyss?
No, Abyss is around.
Oh, it's still going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I like that band. Michael Jackson cover and thing.
Yeah.
So right, so that's it. That's Sunday coming up. So so look out for that. So in the meanwhile, let me just take a quick commercial break as we get ready to just go and take a little deep. Well, no, I don't know how deep this dive gonna be because we got about 30 minutes. All right, but we're gonna take a look at some history, some local rock history. I always wanted to do this so badly, so I'm definitely doing this tonight. All right, so in the meanwhile, we'll be right back. This is Kelocal Lockdown Tuesdays.
Need to raise funds for your next creative project, event, or invention? Or maybe you or a family member are raising funds for much needed medical treatment. Now, you can get started raising that much needed cash via Donate68.com, the newest 100% homegrown crowdfunding platform in Trinidad and Tobago. Donate68.com accepts donations from all major credit cards, but not only that, for those without a credit card, you can use your everyday Visa debit card to make donations. So log on today and create a campaign for your next passion project, startup, or cause. Share your campaign with your community of family, friends, and supporters to get the financial backing you need. Donate68.com, funding your culture.
That's right. It's all about Donate68. But before we go into some memories, let's throw back a little bit of memories right now with this one from the band Smith Tuttle. This is Sun Cap Theme.
Flashing in the rain, baby. Last night I take them.
They come to me out of my mind. Since this far, these birds are around. Nothing all I say night after night. They keep calling me. They keep calling me. They keep calling me. They keep calling me. The changes I'm breathing in. The hunger like a justice and never guided like it to all of the world side. Of the world side. Of the world side. Of the world side. Just when you think that there's nothing fair. Just when you think that there's nothing there. Just when you think that there's nothing there. Open up your eyes, son, you see your prayers. Driving force in my mind. It's becoming cost all in the name of a secret cause with the illusion that I'm never lost. I am never lost. I am never lost. I am never lost. Just when you think that there's nothing fair. Just when you think that there's nothing there. Just when you think that there's nothing there. Open up your eyes, sound your secret prayers. Step up, take it away from me. 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 Just when you think that there's nothing fair. Just when you think that there's nothing there. Just when you think that there's nothing there. Open up your eyes, it's time to sing your prayers.
That's right, and we are back. And this is Kelocal Lockdown Tuesdays. If you didn't know where you are here with me. And also we have inside still the legends. The legends. Yes, Dari Lala and the man himself, Mike Ross. All right, so guys, wow, where do I start? Where do we begin? Wow. So, Mike, just for the younger listeners who may not know for some reason who you are, just give a little brief rundown on who Mike Ross is. Just a little, yeah.
That's a tough question. What can I tell you? Mike Ross, 26 years on radio. Before that, kind of like a pioneer on the local rock music scene as well. When I first got into it, somewhere in the late 80s, they may have had maybe 5 bands in the entire country, you know. So just been there ever since. And
I'm sure I can name 5 of them. I'm sure I can name all.
You probably could, yeah. You probably could. 5 of the early ones. And yeah, just being a part of the music scene. Well, again, the whole radio thing as well for the past, 26 years.
26. Out of the 26, how many of those were 9-5?
19.
Wow.
19.
Wow. 19 years. And
19 years.
And is it you're on is it 10 what is it again? 103?
Platinum, 103.5. Platinum
hits,
103.5,
right.
which is now we're in our 7th year this year.
Yeah, I remember when you all actually came out and
2018, I think it was, the end of 2018. So we about,
So I have a question for you, Mike. What does it take to leave a 19-year rock that you were sitting on?
It took some thought. It did, I'll be honest with you. But what had happened was the station kind of changed their style and their format.
Yeah, I remember that.
And they
That's when they changed the remix, huh?
they started to release announcers who had been there for a long time as well, and they kept me on board, but
they wasn't gonna let you go.
yeah, but then when I didn't like the, can I say this? Yeah, I am sure. I kind of didn't like the new management when the direction the station was going in.
Listen. This is O.U.R Radio.
Yeah.
We bust files here.
Good. All right. We busting files. Yeah, I just didn't like the direction the station was going in. The new management was, I didn't think they had me in their best interest, even though they didn't let me go, but they kind of give me a kind of funny slot kind of thing.
This first part of the interest for the younger listeners, right? So, for who don't know, Mike Ross, so you had fellas like me and Gary Hector and a few others promoting shows at the ground level, hiring bands, that sort of thing.
Right.
Mike Ross was the radio version, and I don't know how he managed it or what was the deal, but he had he had a program where he would feature only local, total local.
That's where it began.
And that's where it started.
Where it began.
And he might be able to say this, but they were going to shut it down. And the fans had written in. The fans written in and demanded that they kept the show going. It's like
that show, which became Total Local, it was gifted to me, I would think, early, maybe 3-4 months into working at the station. What happened was Jean Ambrose, who was the originator of it, they decided they want to take him out at night and put him in the morning. And then they came to me and said, well, Mike, you want to do this? And I said, I was already playing in local bands and on the local music scene and stuff. And I said, well, yeah, I'm your guy. So, and basically I just took it from there and for
the rest is history.
Basically, that I was there.
But you see, this is our next question out here, right? So, you've been on stage already with one of your originals and people singing along in the audience, and that's real flattering, right? It's these people know my lyrics.
Probably the greatest compliment any musician could ever
but
get.
I think you one up everybody.
How I do that?
You create you were handling a radio show. And the fact that people wrote in to save the show was, you know?
Yeah, so wait.
I always meant to ask you the story.
So pause on that. So a long time ago, back before WhatsApp,
far away.
Back before WhatsApp and Instant Messenger, we used to actually write letters and mail it to the station. So you used to actually have letters.
I'll tell you about that. And I must shout out my buddy Jose. Because Jose was integral in that whole situation. I started the local show, and one day one night I go into work, and the security hand me, he said, look, somebody drop a letter here for you. So I opened up and read the letter from this guy called Jose. I don't know if you've ever seen a WhatsApp or anything from Jose. Jose has the most interesting style of writing you'll ever see. You had to kind of read the code with Jose because it's zabukas and his thing and his all kind of stuff. So I read the letter and I said, hey, that's really cool, man. You know, how much he enjoying the show, blah, 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 all of that going on. The next week I get a letter. The following week I get a letter. And then I went out one night, there was a show, I think at Pier 1.
Lollipop.
And I said, hey, come down to the show. We should meet, you know. So he came down to the show, and this guy walks up to me and says, well, he's Jose. And the next program, the next Total Local, I invited him on the show.
Yes.
Right.
And he came on the show, and I interviewed him, and we chatted and that kind of stuff. And by the following week, I had at least 40 to 50 letters waiting in the mailbox from people. Just latched on to the show. I became the vampire. People started using Cryptic Chick and this one. And just people started getting names for themselves, you know. Rock names and, well, you know, Cryptic. Cryptic Chick and, you know what I mean?
And then it was constantly like a lot of like fans who would always write, and then even in the shows, we will all end up meeting up because you want to know who's behind the name. As I say, Crip the Chick and wait, oh, so many names. Something Corpse Grinder and
it just became a community.
Yeah,
really, and I would go out and people would come up to me and the bands were that was about what. That was like, I started in 99, so that was like early 2000 that I took over the Total Local and started to really push it. And then at first it was just playing music. And then I decided, well, hey, we need to meet the people who are making this music. So this is when I started to invite people in every Thursday, every other Thursday for interviews. So people could get to meet the bands and meet the people behind all of this, and it just really build that community then.
You'll see the structure how it's always growing, and you see the similarity here because basically my show started during COVID just by accident. It was like, let me just try an hour of local rock music in the 3 hours of doing rock, and then it went from an hour, and then it's like, let's try 2 hours, and then eventually it just ended up being a whole show. And here we are now, 4 years later.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well done.
Awesome. So, but your show basically started a movement where there was localrock.tk. Even before that, there was the Banfield. Yeah.
Right, correct, yeah.
The Banfield,
correct.
And then localrock.tk. And then, what was after that? Island Noise. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I think, which one came first? Is localrock.tk and then Island Noise.
Yeah.
You're right. And then, then the rest is history. But I mean, that show Total Local created a whole community, and oh my God, that's when
it was no small thing. I remember in the 2000s. I can't remember if it was early or late 2000s. There was they would have shows. There was a show in Shogunas in Endeavour. The back of launch park, the same stretch of Lazy Lizard actually. And they invited Mike, the promoters, to kind of thank him. And they gave
I got a plaque.
A plaque saying, for your contribution.
That was Children of the Corn. Or something like that.
Was it?
Something like that.
I can't remember the name of the show. I remember the venue. I remember being there.
I have it still. I got that still.
And I was there thinking, like, we didn't have to vote. Nobody had to vote. You didn't have to ask. The consensus was just like, yeah, Mike really did something. Because, I mean, as a fan of local music, which I am, it was awesome to hear it on the radio. And to hear things I didn't even know about bands that,
exactly. Because we never got the exposure.
Yeah, but then as a musician, I was interviewed by Mike when we wanted to promote our shows, album launch, that sort of thing. Right?
Same with Cosmic Rebel back in the day. That was my first ever interview actually with Mike.
Yeah, because what the show actually really did as well, because at that point, we were now starting to get into a lot of bands playing original music, and it encouraged people to get into studios because they suddenly realized, hey, I could go and record some music and have an outlet that it could be heard on national radio. Whereas nobody else was doing it at the time.
You do.
So it encouraged it encouraged musicians to write songs. It encouraged them to rehearse more, get in the band rooms more, get into the studios more.
Yeah.
It brought the studios work, so it really did create
all this work to what end? But now you had an outlet.
Exactly.
And
now you had an outlet.
And you were seen and you were felt, and it was awesome. I heard about bands because of his show, and bands heard about me.
Right.
And it just opened the market. Like, you wouldn't know how phenomenal. Well, you do know how phenomenal that is because you're a musician also.
As well.
So that's the other thing, that Mike is also as fragile a musician as the rest of us.
Correct.
And the thing is, so you're saying that it was one of it was the only platform because there's nobody else pushing local rock music.
Other than yourself now, Kel, doing what you're doing here, and again, well done.
I remember
there was nothing else like it.
Right. I remember when I actually ran the idea by you. I told you what was gonna. That's when we came up with a name, and then I asked you about it, and you're like, "Do it. I give you all of that. Do it."
And then too, I think it started off at like about an hour.
Yeah.
And I kind of quickly realized I said that hour is just
not enough.
Not enough because more music that started coming in, you know, I needed more time, and I went to the station and said, "Well, hey, what? After the hour, you ain't had nothing else going on. You're going back to Britney Spears or whatever." So I said, "Just give me from 9. I think it was 9. Give me from 9 to midnight."
It was still 12.
And they were like, realized what was going on with it because they started to realize, well, this thing taking off. And they gave me until midnight. Because I was happy always to play the local music and always will be. But I also wanted to play like Black Sabbath and the other stuff that really was important to
so
me.
That's where
and the foreign metal bands and that kind of stuff.
I never got the impression that the radio station converted it into anything. Like people wanted it, so they allowed it. But the radio station could have done so much more with that. They could have reached out a little further and own that corner of the market.
Correct.
And they let you go after 19 years.
They were I think they were just scared to do that because they think they will lose listeners because of that. And
It's not just that, you know, it's like most businesses and every radio station right now, they're doing what's safe.
Yeah.
Correct. You know, was for
that's
sure.
Exactly it. They wanted to play safe.
Yeah, and so if it's not pop, if it's not mainstream, if it's not already made,
right?
You see, the audience not already dancing. Don't take the risk. We will not take risks.
Their excuse back in those days too was that the local production, the production of the songs and stuff, wasn't up to par with the international stuff. Well, we debunked that now. Years gone.
Definitely not the case now.
We know how to record music now here in TNT, and you know, there's no excuse anymore, really.
It was exposure, awareness, and exposure that raised the standards of anything.
Yep.
So your show was part of it, and then DJs start playing the stuff, and then you know there had plenty other things. There was a period in the early 2000s where there were like a zillion shows.
Oh yeah.
Right, everybody was doing something. I saw a DJ competition with 4 DJs that have played only local rock music.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
And, their Park Place in Shogunas there. You know, so
Park Place, boy.
Yeah, it is still around. It's called Phoenix now.
Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah, and I wish the people programming for these radio stations had the foresight to see that it's only big as you market it. It's only big as you know, your children is only grow up healthy and strong if you hug them up a little bit and tell them they're going to be all right. And they're not doing that, so we had to do it ourselves. I still don't think the market reached to where it could be because I don't know anybody who could only do music. Except Gary Hector for some reason. I don't know how he's doing it, right? But, I mean...
Legend.
You have to have...
Definite legend.
You have to have 2 jobs. I can't say... I mean, I did it for a while, but I can't say you could survive off being a musician in rock.
Listen, I got lucky as a DJ, and I now got my cruise ship thing. So that's how I got lucky with that, because I don't know how I would survive with just that here.
You can't exist exclusively on rock music, though.
Oh no!
But I mean, as a DJ, you have to be flexible.
Yeah.
I mean,
of course, yeah.
Right?
Especially if you're on
a cruise ship. Yeah,
it's like that. Yeah.
You know, so what you're saying that the quality of recording they had a problem with back then?
Yeah, back in the early days, and you know they may have had a point because back then we didn't have the quality and the quantity of studios and that kind of stuff that we have now.
I still don't accept that as a
excuse. It was a lame excuse.
Like if you listen, the one music style that the USA invented was blues. If you listen to the blues music that influenced all the rock and roll on the planet, was shit recordings.
Yep.
But you know what came about from it? People felt it. It was real.
Of course.
The performance was there. So, you know.
So the station, though, they were cool with the total local thing in the 3 hours that we went for on a Thursday night. But the setback was they didn't want to put local stuff in the daytime regular playlists, you know. And eventually it started to leak in a little bit. Orange Sky, some Skinner Belly back in those days as well. One or 2 others. Tripped and Fallen. Actually, Tripped and Fallen back in those days had like the biggest local song ever.
Yeah, Tears and Bad
Tears and
Endings.
Bad
In Tears and Bad Endings.
Biggest,
Yeah,
still
it
my
was, like,
favorite song.
Probably the most, I don't know,
Yeah, it was
I'll say
huge.
successful
What's,
local song
And
back
it
in
was,
those
and it
days.
was dizzying video.
Yeah, that video was mad. You see it going round and round.
But it was
You watch that
awesome.
video?
That
But
they
real
were
good.
forced, you know.
They
But
were.
so
They
let me
were
go a little further back than Tripped and Fallen. So I'm gonna just drop this song, and so the thing is, we're talking about recordings from back in the days. Now I know one of the bands this band for sure that I'm gonna play. They took their time and spent the money and did proper recording, because this band is a band called Touchdown, and this is Dream On. That's right. That was Touchdown with Dream On. Yes. And that song, that was, what year was that?
That's some years ago.
That's
some good
80s,
years ago.
90s.
That's Nigel Ferreira on vocals.
Yeah, that's Micheline's daddy.
Yeah, Micheline's dad. And
that's one of
the early ones for
that's
Touchdown.
About 80, 90.
Could be, yeah. Somewhere late 80s, early 90s,
That
maybe.
would be late 80s. I think.
Somewhere,
That's
yeah,
when
maybe
they were
late 80s.
doing them thing.
Well, I mean, if you're going to go back into history of Trinidad, Touchdown is like
that was the industry standard there back then.
Always at the top of the game.
Yep.
And one of the early bands.
Still solid.
You know,
Didn't get to see
then
that
on a band
concert.
called the Rock Doctors.
Okay. Let me just touch on the comments quickly because we have comments flying in. Shout out to Nigel Rojas who just joined us. The orange sky is inside. All right, so Christoph, first of all, Tashin is inside, Sinister is inside as well. Tashin, Ovini, all right. Christoph is asking, all right, so he's saying that the Total Local was very important for the survival of the scene today. And for men like me who didn't know about the history of our local rock legends, thank you. You're very welcome, Christoph. Also, furthermore, these guys are throwing shows, having bands, and continuing on is integral for the existence of the scene today. All respect. Thank you so much, Christoph, for that. Rahel, 5 years later. Sorry, correction. 5 years later. No, it's 5 years old. The show is right.
Rahel.
I don't know. That whole year was outside there. Just
Hare
kind of
Krishna, Rahel.
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare. Yeah, I don't want to insult anybody. Ishipai, she's saying, wasn't there a battle of the bands where local rock bands were competing? Yes, there was, and it was called Pop.
We got the Anchorage Pop Music Awards.
That's right. Pop rock.
Very important event too for the history of Trinidad and Tobago.
Shout out to Rory.
Rory, guys.
Yes.
Yeehaw.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Rory.
Rahel says, yes, Ishi. One such was on June 19th, 2005 at Bravo. Ooh, Bravo, boy. And he won Rahul won a trophy for best alternative musician. Okay, all right. So yeah, that was the comment. That was I'm not sure what show that was, but Bravo did have a competition as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But yes, everybody knows about pop rock. And if it's one place that local music got to shine was for pop rock. Respect.
Yeah, it was important.
I will never knock pop rock. I performed at pop rock how many times with how many different bands. So yeah, I will never knock pop rock because it got everybody a chance to shine.
Yeah.
And it
we
was
used to go to a pop rock on a Sunday and have 2,000 people packed in the Anchorage. 2,000 people on a Sunday.
That would have been for that era. That would have been the only probably the first opportunity that some bands were seeing a full size stage.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know, open air shows and whatnot.
Open air show,
you
big sound system, lighting.
Yeah, and
because everything else was in small clubs.
Yeah, everything was
smaller
venues.
Corner,
yeah,
proper underground.
And for some bands, it's the first time they played on a proper big sound system. No offense to any song engineers out there, because I know I'm going to get flack for that. But no, what I'm saying is, hear what I'm saying. The first time that some bands get to play in a full song system. I didn't say
that was Shami and them fellas and Shiraz and them fellas were the first sound system that was used.
Shami Sounds.
Yeah.
Correct.
And then after a while, Christian Camacho was also the guy in charge of the system, making sure it was him, Giles, and Bernard used to provide the kits. I can't remember who did the back line. I think Sean as well. Sean Youngwing as well was part of that.
Could have been,
And and every year was just proper and that's where we get the name, the voice of God from Giles. You know, where we'd be like, okay, I need to get your snare. That voice. Yes, I can't. My voice can't drop that low. But right. So
you know, what's the last piece of trivia I heard from Giles while he was alive, where they were doing these shows in One Woodbrook, that little place
Dalai.
downstairs.
Dalai Lama, yeah.
And so I don't know if you noticed that Giles used to have a studio, used to record bands and that sort of thing. Actually, he was one of the prizes. Was recording.
Right, okay, yeah.
Giles, but he used to do a lot of jingles. So you know the old Stag ad, Stag, a man's bear. That's his voice.
Really?
Yeah. All
That's
right.
his voice.
But Giles had a real, Giles had
No,
a
see,
real kind
for
of
real?
deep voice as
It
well.
was, yeah. Jazz did that ad.
You know,
And
no,
he
no.
told us, and all
That
of us
deep
like,
voice.
Jazz, we know you all these years, you know by now. this.
I never knew it. I just found that out. I never realized that.
But-
Like, this was like a few months before he died. I heard this story, right? So it's
yeah.
Well, I just learned this today.
Well, I just found that out
That
too.
was- that
Yeah.
was Giles' voice.
So you see.
I mean, now you say it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You really started
Now you
thinking
know your heady voice,
I
eh?
found out this like
Stag.
last year or
It's a
something, right?
man's bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear. You can hear.
Yeah,
Now you
it
see that
was
you can hear Giles' voice doing it.
It
You
was
see,
him.
see,
It
no,
was him.
no. You see, this is the reason why I did this show. This is why I did this particular show today. I'm just wow.
And
Rest in peace
Giles
to the
Mount
great
not
one,
big
boy.
and he's not a show off like
Nope.
the rest of us. So I can't remember what the hell we were talking about weird things and weird situations in studios, and he had mentioned that somebody was making fun of some ad or something.
We
Well,
well,
serious
look-
as he is, he was a mux and he
Oh yeah. Oh
shit
no.
with talk
Trust
and
me.
trivia
If you know,
and all that.
Jazz personally, you know. You know.
Yeah. Great soul.
This
Amazing
Sean
soul.
Youngwing sent my video a few months ago. So because he moved, right? He's in Canada.
Yeah, he
you know,
migrated,
in
yeah.
Newfoundland, like he in a block of ice. Some show he went to. I don't know if he was going to take pictures or what, and he just filmed the sound check, and they were using that Toto song.
Oh,
yeah. He
Oh, the
Film it,
DPP.
and then you see his face. I think it was on Facebook, and you see the look on his face like he couldn't open his mouth because he just started bowling.
The
It's like,
BP song.
yeah. I mean,
I have it.
yeah, like I know why Jazz used to use the song. It makes sense, right? But it's his now, right?
Correct. Yeah, you don't hear it now without thinking of Giles.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
his
you used to
house.
use it to set levels and
Yeah.
stuff on your system.
So I just totally jumpy what you was talking about, Kelo. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no.
And today I feeling kind of really sentimental.
Watch
and, you know?
before we came to the show, he's talking about we all have to go to this radio station. Now the rest of them going, and he's here just talking.
No, I said, yo,
legend to you.
as I heard Darren was coming, I said yes.
Darren,
This is good. It's just gonna be perfect now. Like, I mean, listen, the amount of local rock knowledge and history between those two alone, bro, you don't even know.
That's
Like,
a fancy way to say old.
Yeah, we all.
We
That's
old.
No.
I mean,
No, we
compared to
know.
me, yeah.
You have more grades than me.
Old is just a number or age or whatever.
but again, let me be real, because all right, so
But yeah, dinosaur business been around for a while.
well, I mean, listen, there's things that I've heard about the scene that I wish I were around for. My first actual rock show, local rock show, was Lockdown in Garakara Park. That's where I started.
there, yeah.
That's where I started, because before that, shout out to Tyken. He's gonna be here actually on Sunday. Yeah. He introduced me to rock music. First song I ever heard, like metal was Slipknot's Sick. Yeah. Still my favorite song. And after that I got introduced to Q1, and then I started to meet Rian and everybody else, and that's how I ended up going to that show. I don't even know if I didn't even know there was an age limit for that show. But we were there. I know I was not 18, but we were there, and I didn't turn back. I didn't turn back. And now it's Kelocal Lockdown Tuesdays. Well, all right. So switching gears now. First of all, what does the word say? That's somebody new. Greetings, first time listener. All right, welcome. Right, so I wanted to ask this question. I didn't even check the WhatsApp to see if we have any messages or anything. No, we don't. All right, good. So if anybody want to send any voice notes, feel free to. All right, but I wanted to know, Mikey. This question was coming.
Did I?
Yes. Yes, you know this question had to come at some point.
They didn't send you the prep sheet?
No, I didn't get the memo. No.
The mail, check your mailbox?
Should I run now?
Nah, this is where it gets fun. So, I want to know, out of the 19 years on air, 9-5, doing Total Local, what is the craziest interview you ever got? Wildest. Just could have get you fired like that.
There are
a few.
Quite a few that could come to mind, yeah.
Top 3.
You calling him just now there, just now.
Rahel?
Hey!
Not
Rahel's a nice guy.
Not Ryan. I had an interesting one once with Orange Sky. In the early days of Orange Sky.
They light up in the studio?
Yeah.
They legalize in the studio?
There were drinks and stuff flowing, and it was,
back then in the
it
studio,
was
they
quite
didn't have cameras
good.
in it,
And I think everybody just lost their way a little bit. I got a little carried away, and there was some F-bombs, some other industrial strength language that went down.
Yeah, we can get away with that now.
That was an interesting one.
Yeah.
I had once with Cobolized. But I don't know what them guys was on when they came into the studio, and them guys was climbing all over the desk and
what?
they lost it, man.
What? That's not.
They lost it. Yeah, they wanted to destroy the room.
Who exactly was climbing this?
I can't.
And those sisters.
No, but it was a wild one. I had to try and kind of calm them and tone them down just a little bit. As a matter of fact, the day after that one, I got a phone call from the station.
Yeah.
Boss, Mike, last night was a little bit too crazy, right? It was a little bit too wild. What's going on inside of it? So, yeah, that was one of them. I was also very fortunate doing that to get the opportunity to interview a lot of the foreign bands that used to come, to Trinidad at the time. We don't really get foreign concerts again. Go back to Collective Soul most recently in 2019, Skid Row, Night Ranger, Dockin, the lady from the Cranberries, Dolores O'Riordan, the late.
Back in the days when we had Starship and Survivor.
Other bands that used to pass through, I had the opportunity to chat to them and interview them and that kind of stuff. So,
I mean, who else will interview them? I mean, you are the rock guy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the one thing I never really did properly was document stuff over the years, like videos or recordings of some of the interviews.
That's what I was supposed to talk to you about.
That kind of stuff, That's the only unfortunate.
So they never actually recorded the interviews or something.
Things were a little more different back in 1999, and even though that seems, when you think about it, we're talking 26 years ago.
Yeah.
We didn't have cell phones like everybody have a camera now to film everything, so it wasn't as easy then to document.
You had camcorders back then.
Unfortunately, yeah. Maybe you had a digital camera or something. I just unfortunately never really did, and it's unfortunate because it was a lot.
I mean, I was hoping that they would actually have like they would have been recording straight from the board or something. That would have been really.
No, back in those days, yes, they would have. They would have. Everything that went over the air was recorded.
Right.
But it didn't. They don't keep it for long. They keep it for like maybe 24 hours, just in case they need to revisit anything that might have gone over the air or something. But even then, I never really just got a chance to document
I still
a
have
lot
a
of this
copy.
stuff.
I asked my brother when Flying Crapple.
Flying Crapple.
We
Used
had
to play you
copied
guys a lot.
Yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So, I remember asking my little brothers. I set up everything. It's like, you went at so and so time, just press record. Turn on the radio, press record.
Right.
I still have
I
still have a copy of that because I digitized it. Right. I assume everybody does that. So Cobalize at Nigel Ross. If all you have, recorded and saved of all your craziness and all your wildness, Send
No,
it
but
to
then
Kelo
all- even all
and
that-
let's hear them.
all of that was still very necessary, you know what I mean? All that just built it.
So I'm seeing Chromatics is here now. Well, he's not here, but he's on the chat and he's saying that had one of the greatest interviews of my career with Mikey.
Yeah, correct.
You want to tell us a little about that? I want to know. I want to know something about
I
that
had
interview.
a chance to sit with Chromatics as well. Yeah.
I want to. Can you remember anything about it? Let's hear some juicy details.
Boy.
So many.
There's so many, man. But I know. Actually, it's been more than one that he and I have had interviews before. Chromatics and I've always bowed to Chromatics as well. I think he's a real driving force. Has been for years on the local music scene as well, doing his own stuff. I've always been a very interested artist in the hip hop world as well. To Somatics, in the studio.
But he's he's always be eloquent,
well spoken, very well prepared, always
about his business.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Always. So
I wish more underground men would take a little.
If he's saying that on the chat there, yeah. He obviously was not climbing on the desk and that kind of stuff, but it probably would have been a very informative chat with Chromatic.
You were saying that it was him and
Shell. That boring. Chromatic, we need to interview on a ladder or table or something like that. No,
he was saying, all right. So he's saying that it was.
You smile.
He was saying is him and it was Sheldon Holder as well from 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now I remember any night. Yes.
Yes.
But again, we're talking a long time ago. So.
Yeah.
I'm seeing something from No False Metal 76. He's saying that Francesca Hawkins interviewed Helix in 87.
Well, right. Yeah, correct.
Damn.
That would be correct. Helix was the first international band to ever play an international rock band.
Wow.
Nah, Flock of Seagulls.
That was before or after?
Flock of Seagulls wasn't
But
in the
before?
80s, yeah. I was like small like that.
Flock of Seagulls was like maybe 1985.
I was born 85.
Yeah, these youths.
1985, maybe 1986. I mean, Helix may have been second, yeah.
Yeah, because Helix is 87.
Somebody will know this answer. And Kelo, when they tell you, somebody going to put it up in the chat today or tomorrow or something, and you'll let us know.
I have another piece of another thing here, Darren.
I would say Flock of Seagulls and the Fix was first.
Right.
The Helix came a little bit later.
All right.
Different promoters.
Ashley Menzies. Yeah.
I have a comment here from Rahel. You're saying, Darren, this September will be 38 years since we first met in Standard 2.
Oh.
And spoke about Strawberry Fields Forever and Penny Lane.
Yeah.
Beatles.
So I know Rahel from primary school, right? We went through primary school and secondary school together.
You went the other press?
Hey, you need to be a little more neutral, Mr. Interviewer.
hey, he's pressman. He's pressman,
yeah.
He's pressman.
I went to the poorer press.
I didn't say that. I just said the other press. I didn't say. Listen.
Yeah, so I know Rahel that long. He came to my studio to do recordings at some point. He's doing a lot of recordings on his own. He is one of them musicians. I think he's one of these unsung heroes who has been, is, and will be. Like, he's one of them who has not given up. He's like the Hare Krishna version to Mike.
Wow.
You know? Has been, is, and still going, and wouldn't give up.
Wow.
Today's a sentimental day for me, right? All these little details matter. Things that have been with you for so long that you think they're always going to be there. You know, I don't want to say anything soaring about any of us who will go first or whatever. All I can say is while we're here, I'd appreciate it. So
that's right.
Yeah, Rahel, you keep doing what you're doing.
Well,
I've never seen a more diligent songwriter or musician in the country. This fella doing what he's doing, you know.
I'll bring up the sad loss recently of my good friend Mr. Joey Ningwai.
Joey.
Nobody expected that. Well, Giles as well. Nobody expected.
Giles definitely nobody expected
that. What Darren's saying there is is correct. Do it. Just do it now. Whatever you're going to do it now.
Yep.
Because as we all know, tomorrow ain't promised.
Nope.
Yeah.
There ain't no promise for tomorrow. So whatever you're going to do, yeah, do it now.
So I have another comment here from Not False Metal 76. He's saying, yes, correct. Flock was first, right? Flock of Seagulls, it was first, but also a local band closed that show. If I remember, they had a song called Short Sighted.
Close what show?
The Flock of Seagulls show. Yeah. It was a local band and they had a song called Short Sighted. I don't know.
Wow.
Out earlier there.
Yeah,
The funny thing is, I was like, I wasn't even in primary school yet when that show had happened.
Yeah. Wow. I forgot there was a local band on that show. You're right. But that was way before I was even into music or playing in bands or singing or any kind of thing. I remember being a lot younger, kind of going to that Flock of Seagulls show.
Oh no, correction. He's
my
saying
neighborhood.
that it's the Helix show that the local band closed.
Okay.
Oh, the Helix show. Yeah, because I don't remember.
We need to figure out which band was that.
Oh wait,
I would always assume it was Touchdown because that was the band.
And
But
David,
I don't know how.
There was a band at the Felix.
David is-
the
Helix.
no, the other one, the
Flock of
Fix as
Seagulls.
well. I think there was a local band there as
Frantics.
well.
Is it Frantics?
Could have been Frantic.
Yeah, that's what David D'Souza is now saying.
Could have
It
very
might
well
be
been
Frantics.
As we just called Joey Ningwai, he was a part of that band.
Well,
In the early days.
It's Ansim Rahil is also saying it might be Nick Knight's Night Dogs.
I don't think it was Night Dog. That was Steve
Yeah.
Knight.
Yeah.
Steve Knight has, I think, the accolade of probably having the very first recorded local rock song.
Okay.
The band was Night Dogs.
Right.
I'll not remember the name of the track now.
That guy still around?
But somebody's
He
saying
lives in Canada.
it might be Frantic.
It could be. It could have been Frantic at that Flock of Seagulls, the Fix show. It could
Right.
have been them, yeah.
Oh, well,
Maybe.
yeah. Only song I have from Night Dogs is Vantage.
That was a more recent one.
Yeah.
That was like one of the very early ever rock recordings in Trinidad. Steve Knight, Night Dogs.
Yep. And that's right. So if y'all have any older tracks like that, feel free. Kelocal TT
I might
at
have that.
gmail.com.
If I could go through and I might have it, I'll send
I'm
it for you.
pretty sure you have
I'll send
it
it,
somewhere in there.
Yeah. Hey, anybody want a case of 300 local CDs? Anybody interested?
I would be, and I would digitize
Don't hold
everyone.
your breath. I am planning this thing for a thing. I can't say what it is exactly for how long. Still waiting for Mike to go and look for things.
What? What? No.
You don't even remember.
Don't even bring me into that.
Say not to
Okay, yeah, I was out there.
We'll talk.
Yeah, we can talk.
We'll talk. We can't tell this youth what the plan is.
We go talk.
So, Mikey, because we've done way over the time already.
Oh, yeah.
So, I want to know, all right, what is your, because this I had to ask this, what is your all-time favorite local rock song?
Local rock song?
Yeah.
Man, call me at 5 o'clock this evening. You could have given me a little more time to really think about that.
I listen, these questions just jump in my head. I don't write down anything.
I can't pick one. I can tell you one of my favorite local rock albums, though, was an album called God Is Love.
Okay.
By, Kiwan and Wayne Hadid and... oh my God, I can't remember the name of the band. Come, Darren.
I try to remember. And we just sing like in.
Yeah, like I did
He
Matthews.
just sing English.
One of my favorite local
But it
albums.
sound Gaelic. He
Kiwan was in the band.
His words in such a
Lanyap.
Lanyap.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
Oh.
Lanyap was the name of the band. Great album. Oscar has put out some great albums. Joint Pop over the years have put out some absolutely brilliant albums. The January Transfer Window is probably up there.
Style was my favorite from them.
Yeah, and all of that. And then
And
they
Oddfellows
changed the style. Oddfellows
was my
local.
eye-opener.
We could go way back and talk about Orange Peel Groove.
Oh, yeah.
Which was the precursor to Orange Sky. I was in Red Tears back in them days, in the early days. Let me give you a quick story of how I ended
I
up.
want to know about Red Tears because I have stuff from Red Tears, so I want to know about Red Tears. I always went to ask you that.
Yeah, was the second band I was in for about 1988. Somewhere there, we joined up, played a mix of covers, and then we started writing some originals. So we have some originals knocking around from a demo that we did maybe back in about 1991, somewhere around there, 91, maybe 92. Caribbean Love, Peacefully.
I was in Form 1. I know you're from Babylon Pig era.
Well, Babylon Pig, that's my other best band.
Yeah,
love that band.
Sky Dancer.
Sky Dancer. We had Drone. We had Sanctified. Actually, I'm doing some work now with a previous member of Babylon Pig and some other cats. That we
some other pigs.
Some other pigs, I should say that. Yeah, we're working on some stuff there. But
you remember Amethyst? It was Jason George, right?
Jason George.
Right. He had some recordings. I can't remember what they were, but it was so good, boy.
He was an interesting singer. He had a whole different style.
Yeah. I can't remember that. That is my favorite set of recordings I've ever heard locally. And I can't remember the name of it. I don't know where I'll talk to Kelo after and see if I...
Yeah, Kelo might have it. But
I
yeah, we got...
the
local rock music in Trinidad goes back to like 1960-something, late 60s, early 70s. Really? Yeah.
Damn.
I would love to get some stuff from there.
There's a band called The Last Supper, which featured Nigel Ferreira, who we just played from Touchdown, and them other bands. A band called Colonel and Company. Nigel was a part of that as well too. And was it a band called The Majors with some like a family band? Could have been The Majors playing playing the music of the 70s, cover bands playing what was around in the 70s, and then along came a little later on would have been Touchdown.
Right.
And then it kind of all went from there. And then there was a band. I'll give you a quick story how I ended up really getting into playing music and that kind of stuff. Already listening to rock. About, 16 years old or something like that. Listening to rock since I'm 10 years old, whatever. But then back in the 80s they used to have house party.
Yeah.
Every weekend was somebody throw a party in their house. You put a bottle of rum over the gate and you're going inside the party. And the party, DJs like Blackjacks and Sonics and Purple Haze and all of these kind of DJs. There's only rock music playing in the party. So we gone to this party in Goodwood Park. Gone in the party, we liming whole night in the living room, people dancing, music playing. And next to one of the speakers was a door. And whole night we liming and I watching this door. And I want to know where this door going with. Of course, we started to get a little, inebriated.
Yeah, a little brief.
And I watching this door and eventually I said, nah, I gone. I don't know where this door going to open in people's house, going up in somebody's bedroom in the kitchen or somewhere. So I popped this door open now to find out this door overlooking the house actually goes downstairs. There's steps going downstairs into a yard in a little concrete area. And when I open that door and I step outside, now I look down. There's a guy called Jeffrey. Oh my God, I can't believe it. The band was called Rock Doctors.
Okay.
I can't believe I'm not going to remember his name. Jeff.
It's not Epstein, right?
Oh gosh, Jeffrey. Anyway, he's sitting there on a piano, actual stand-up upright piano in the middle of the yard.
Yeah.
And I look down and he's playing Deep Purple's "Sweet Child of Time," "Sweet Child in Time," which at the time was like one of my favorite songs, still is up to this day.
Awesome, man.
And I looked down and I was like, what? So I walked downstairs and I sit down and I listened to this guy play and played some other songs and stuff. And when he was finished, I chatted with him and that kind of stuff.
Right.
And walked back upstairs in the party. And after that, I said, you know what? I want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to play music. I'm going to get involved in music and bands. And Jeffrey.
And this was the start.
It was so that band called the Rock Doctors was also one of the very, very, very early bands that they might have even been around at the same time with Touchdown or just slightly before. They used to have a long white-haired guy called Pharaoh.
Okay.
Used to play guitar in the band as well. Jeffrey, not Figuera. Sorry. But anyway, so that was my beginning. And then after that, I ended up in a band called Mask. This was about 1986, 1987. People like Joey Assi, Bernard Abro was drumming in the band.
Wait, Bernard around that long?
Yeah, Bernard around. Bernard is a pioneer too, man. Yeah, he around that time. Joey Assi on guitar.
And still
Bernard Ming, you know Ming?
Yeah.
Ming playing keyboards.
Ming helped me choose my first bass.
Keith Ching Pang playing bass was in the band as well back in those days. And myself singing, I think that was the band. Gene Lawrence's son. Famous local musician Gene Lawrence. His son was playing guitar in the band. The band was called Mask.
Okay.
We played 2 back-to-back gigs, and that was the end of the band. And then, and then along came Red Tears, which was the real movement into playing music.
Okay. Listen. Let me just go. I'm just running back to the comments real quick. So, so you said lanyap. Now the thing is, you see, I pull out the old faithful just now there, but my old faithful charger ain't
charging. Not so faithful.
Yeah. So because that laptop, everything I don't have local rock on this, it's there. Right, so
ironic,
all the
I have a laptop exactly like that, the same situation.
Yeah.
And it has some local music in it.
Oh my god! I just had to get a charger, but all the like all the lanyap and stuff like that, I have it on that one. So that was just a lanyap. I was like, no, I didn't put it there. All right, so
the album is called God Is Love. I mean, they have a lot of real good local.
I have it though. I have I think I have that album. Let's see. Just run back to the comments real quick. Lanyap. Hey Kelo, let Mikey talk whole night. We documenting this.
Yeah.
Tashin says Astral Garden. Rahel Baburam. Mikey, tell a story about Gary Hector wearing the John Lennon T-shirt when you first met each other. I think he had it. He said it was 1981.
That's correct. Who writing that?
That's Rahel.
Rahel, yeah, but we good, man. That's actually how I met Gary.
Really?
Yeah.
How you know this, Rahel?
I don't know.
Probably from one of your radio shows.
Could be.
Rahel, don't forget nothing, you know.
We went to something in that square on Arapita Avenue.
Yeah.
It was some kind of music thing was going on.
Right.
And I had on a John Lennon T-shirt.
Right.
Kind of.
This is 1981?
Nah, this is...
Well, this is what he says.
Well,
yeah, 1981.
Maybe a little after 1981.
When did John Lennon die? Not 81 or 80?
Nah, this was a little later than that. Mm-hmm. Definitely a little bit later. So I had on the John Lennon T-shirt, and then this... Well, in them days, Gary didn't even have a ass.
Wow.
Didn't have a ass. This is Oddfellows local...
Small plats.
Oddfellow local kind of days. Yeah, yeah, not any normal hair. You know. And he walked up to me, and Gary... I have on the John Lennon T-shirt, and Gary have on a T-shirt with a marijuana leaf on it. And stuff.
Right.
And he walks up to me and says, "Hey, I really like your T-shirt." And I look at his T-shirt and it says, "I really like your T-shirt." as a matter of fact, do you have any of that? And of course, the answer was yes. And then we ended up. That's how Gary and I actually really met, man.
Wow.
Just great friends ever
I
since.
can actually hear that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I'll
That's
give it
how
this.
they
I'll
met.
give it this T-shirt if you give me your T-shirt. And I just really laugh and kicks and just friends ever since.
Well, I mean,
I see the
he's a
movie
foot.
scene there now. That's awesome, actually.
I mean, he's a football man too, and that's what footballers do.
Exchange shirts.
Also,
I didn't want to part with the John Lennon T-shirt.
but you got the.
We
got the leaf.
Anyway,
You got the leaves.
It's a very brave thing to wear a weed jersey, right?
It was.
Because there's huge stigmas against setting in
associated with
the
that.
80s. Weed sent you crazy.
This is Gary Hector. You think Gary can?
Rebel.
I guess I technically said he was kind of cool.
Yeah.
He was.
Gary's move on Gary.
Dress.
What's right? Gary Hector's move on Gary Hector. Please.
I'll tell you a piece of trivia about Gary Hector, right?
All right.
I was in a band with him for about a year, right? Gary Hector don't smoke that much weed.
No.
Like if he take a smoke, it'll be a little thing. So roll it onto a cigarette, a two pull, and he good there. He's not no Bob Marley ganja farmer. No. He take a two pull, right? He's not no era.
Yeah.
But he went to Jersey.
All right.
Well, it's pop culture, no?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's definitely pop culture.
So going back to the comments again, I see David D'Souza is saying Peter Plummer and the Boys. I don't know. I think it was something you were talking about
Peter
earlier.
Plummer might, yeah.
Yeah.
Peter Plummer, I think, was in our Rock Doctors band as well, too.
Yeah.
The late Peter Plummer.
So
Possibly.
yes.
Possibly. Yeah.
And he
And
doing by himself.
you see that, and also
by
Barry. Barry, I don't know. David, do you want to just kind of say a little more about that? Because
Ask David if he remember the Jeffrey guy. Jeffrey?
Yeah.
When I tell you that about it, remember?
You're gonna remember in the middle of the night.
David,
Jeff.
In the middle of the drive back over here.
Yeah. Jeff.
Back on the radio.
So David. So David, if you do,
Jeffrey Farah.
Jeffrey Farah. All right.
Crazy like that.
I was not gonna say if you do remember, send a voice note right now.
Living in England now for years, I think.
Okay.
Farah.
Jeffrey Farah. All right. Barry was Jean Lawrence's son.
Barry, correct.
That's what we're talking about.
Jean's son. Yeah.
So Jean Lawrence's son was Barry.
Yes, correct.
Right. Any music from the Yardies?
Yardies.
I don't
That was the
know.
band.
That was the band.
That was the band. The Yardies.
The
It's
Yardies.
like I think I copied that Kelo.
You see how things has happened?
That was so good.
I have that. I go send it for you.
I serious. That is the.
I wonder.
I don't know that
After you
music
just
book to
wrote,
know it like it.
No,
Jeez.
I don't have it, but yeah, if you do have it,
That was actually
Please
Jason
send it.
George and some guys that he went to school with, and he went to MIT. What was the in California, the University Music School in California, Musician Institute. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
So it was GIT, BIT, VIT.
VIT Bass Institute, VIT.
Yeah,
vocal.
you know how I get that Yardies CD? It was a mistake, right? So somebody dropped a CD off at my house, but in a commercial area, and the entire bottom floor is different businesses. I have a small little pet shop, right? And they assumed, one of the tenants assumed, all right, this had to be for Darren because he's the music guy and he have the studio and whatever. And it wasn't for me. I stick it in and I was like, where was it? Whatever. And then one of the tenants, another tenant come asking, hey, somebody drop a CD from me. My heart was broken, but I copied quick.
That was good. That music real, the Yardies real good.
Real good.
That was real good.
Real good. I wish they had more.
So if anybody has any Yardies, feel free, kelocaltt@gmail.com. Yeah.
Oh, you know, I was sending it for you.
All right.
I was sending it for
Hold on,
you.
is the computer not switching on?
It's everything going on this one. That one, I will have to find a charger for that. Yeah, it's a 2012.
Let me tell you.
Find a charger.
As somebody was saying, if I could remember half of all of that stuff that happened years ago, man, because I'll be honest with you, I've probably been to every local rock concert event, every foreign rock, any foreign band that's ever come here, I've probably been to like all.
I wouldn't know it. I wouldn't know it.
There are probably many stories. Half of them I'll probably forget, right? But, you know, yeah.
You know, it's
Pioneer.
funny. I don't know, young or old, I don't know a single musician or performer who don't have a story or a meeting with you.
Well, yeah.
You know,
Facts.
that had to be
Yeah.
awesome. Again, remember.
Listen,
these people we still have.
I do, because I went when I was with Requiem.
Yeah.
No, is it Requiem? No, I wasn't with Requiem. I was at As Daylight Fades.
Right,
used to
yeah,
play-
yeah.
And we came on for an interview.
Yeah.
And I don't listen. I'm a person. I'm accustomed being on mics and things. I was nervous for that interview. I was.
Yeah.
I mean,
What was the name of the Requiem song?
oh no, it wasn't Requiem. But that was it.
Oh, Requiem was the name of the song.
As Daylight Fades was who I was with that time. But Requiem, we had a bunch of songs. We had a-
Requiem the band.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
That was-
But there
that
was one
was-
particular, I used to play it a lot.
let me tell you. I know.
used to play it a
I'm pretty
lot.
sure. I'm pretty sure. All right, so that would be. Oh wow! Oh.
There's so much music.
Next
over the
laptop.
years, local stuff. I just
Yeah, that'll be on the next laptop as well.
yeah.
But
There's a lot. There's a lot.
it's a good feed that we had, and yeah, we had some good stuff. Reggie's a brilliant writer, and he has a very interesting voice, right? But yeah, but As Daylight Fades was the band that I came on when we had a show coming up in Planners or something like that.
Right.
That was in later stages. I mean, I wasn't with them.
Actually, I met a guy. I think the last time I went to Dalai Lama the other day, sometime, and there was a band called Red Vellum Razor Blades.
Wow!
And I used to play them like I was really taken up by them. They're a really good band. I only just the other day I met the guy. He said, I used to be in Red Vellum Razor Blades, and I used to really
You know,
kill
I
that
don't know,
track, man,
I don't
because they
even
were
know.
good. They were
Yeah.
really different.
I don't even know much about that, but I have one song from them. But I mean, always know I heard the name before.
Yeah,
I've
but
seen
they
it.
were kind of like this anonymous band. Nobody
Yeah.
ever really knew who they were, where
Yeah.
they came from.
Yeah,
you know.
I remember when.
Yeah, like the Gorillas. Yeah.
I remember at least
Like
hearing about
Ghost.
them at a point in time.
Yeah, how do you ever
In
hear
fact,
the name?
my first ever band was a band called Downfall Theory, right? And that was with me, Luke Youngwing, Randy Alexander, who's now the lead vocalist of
Sinister?
yeah.
Randy, hey, yeah, boy,
Me and
Sinister.
Randy go back way back.
Randy
And,
Alexander, way.
And the guitarist for Red Vellum Razor Blades, Justin Raja, we still call him Squares. That's
Biggish
that-
guy? Biggish guy?
No, tall, skinny.
So
Maybe it was him that I met.
So Red Vellum, I'm getting some info here. So Red Vellum, Colony was the vocalist, and Blinky was on bass.
In Red Vellum?
Yeah.
Blinky was in our band?
I didn't even know Blinky could play
It's
bass.
a shrimp crew.
Why is that
Boat
apparently?
Shrimpers?
Yeah, because they came out of that Boat Shrimp record.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
yes.
Bochum was doing amazing stuff
Yeah.
as well, you know.
Yep.
Another
Like they were
um,
producing things.
Anti-Everything,
things
though.
after
Anti-Everything is another one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, me too.
They
toured
were,
Europe and all
yeah,
that.
they just did an excellent tour,
things.
yeah. They're bad. I always like them.
And as wild as the music, the
yeah,
sound
yeah.
is intelligent, kind of
Yeah.
Is as correct,
playing
yeah.
up in your ass, kind
In
of
terms of-
lyrics.
in terms
Real
of-
punks.
Yeah.
In terms of
Real
pushing
Real punks.
real international activity, I find Anti-Everything is the band that real pushing into.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they were just
At
in
least-
England.
at least being active in it.
Yeah.
For some weeks.
And they
on
just,
tour.
I think they just finished recording Roti Riot. I think
Roti Riot.
that's what the
I used to
video
play
is.
them
Really?
plenty too.
My favorite
Yeah.
song from is Drunk Man thing.
My favorite song from Ante Everything is Everybody. Yeah.
EBMC.
EBMC.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
my favorite song. I don't care. You could be having the worst day ever. Just press play on that,
And
and
you're good.
And they're good.
Yeah.
you can face anything. Sinister, Sinister is just laughing right now. Yes, yes, Randy Alexander. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's no sinister to me. You'll always be Randolph.
Wow,
Randolph.
not even Randy. Randolph.
Yeah,
you
that's
say?
that's our exclusive.
Wow, wow. Fire's Boston way.
It's only me who could call him that.
All right. Chromatics is saying, not sure if I missed this part, but I would like Mikey to talk about the pushback he faced doing Total Local and what he thinks is needed to keep the community thriving.
You have 99 pro.
That is not my question. This is from Chromatic. This is not my question.
What the pushback was?
All right, so I'm gonna just get the whole question again. So, he would like you to talk about the pushback you faced during Total Local and what he thinks is needed to keep the community thriving.
Well, let's do the second question first. I
Yeah.
think what you guys are doing here now with this O.U.R. is definitely what we need to keep the community thriving. Well done to you, Kellen. And I know, well, outside of this show, it's O.U.R. radio. So it's 100% Trinidad and Tobago. And I believe, well, diaspora, Caribbean style music. So chromatics, that is one answer. Just keep you doing what you guys doing here at O.U.R., man. It's important. It's necessary.
Like what you did to keep it going, not just what keep it going.
Get buff and cuss and all kind of thing, and beg because when they wanted to pull the show off the air and thing because the same thing I was telling you, the quality of the music not as good as the foreign stuff, and they bring it down the radio station, and I had to try and sell them and say, hey, look at what happened years ago in Canada. When Canada opened up their radio stations or passed the law, that the radio stations need to play at 25-30% local content, it broke open the Canadian music market.
Correct.
And along came Brian Adams,
and
all the rest of them that came out of Canada through the late 70s or 80s,
that, but not now.
and that kind of stuff, So it always was a fight, It was always a fight. I sat in the boss's office many times.
Yeah, I would
begging
know.
him. I said, give me a chance. Give me a little bit more chance. They're going to get better. The music, it's not, do we really need it? And I fought many times. Of course we need it.
How much I make cost? Should I call his name? No. How much I cost the boss?
Well, I couldn't cuss, but, I think he saw my my exuberance and my connection to the whole thing.
See, and this is the professionalism here.
Before starting the Total Local, I was already a musician. I was already playing in bands and singing in bands and
So you're passionate
a part of the
about getting our
entire
stuff out,
music scene, As I say, I didn't go to a music show and I wasn't there, or whatever. So I think he realized the drive and the passion was there, and he gave me the opportunity. And well, again, it ran for 20-something years.
And trust me, that push, that little, what you did, it transcends to what is now.
Yeah, but
and
I'm really
will
happy
always
to
thank
know
you for
that,
that.
it really did have that push, and that it has led us to where we are now.
Yeah.
Which might be a question I might want to ask all of us in the room right now.
Uh-huh.
Where are we now? What do we think? What's the music scene like in Trinidad? Do we like it? Do we not like it? Are we progressing? Are we not progressing?
We are progressing.
We've come a long way, baby.
From what?
Actually ask it that, or you just say that rhetorically?
I'm asking.
I will take one part, and Darren, you can take the other part. So, when it comes to the music that is coming out now, the production, the quality,
well, I think we've gone past that a lot. Now we have. We have good engineers, we have good producers, we have good studios, recording outlets,
Merch.
There you go.
As in our show that's talking about studios, and I want to touch on something Darren said earlier as well too, is we don't have an excuse when it comes to recording. We have all the technology in front of us.
And it's
affordable. And it's affordable. And look at BTA. BTA self-records.
Yep.
Donnie does an excellent work.
And records other people as well.
Exactly too. And he did Putty as well. And they came out really good.
Yep.
Big up Donnie Batu one time.
Young Bees, boy.
Yeah.
Young Bees.
They have young wing.
Well, young wing on the scene too.
Yeah, well,
young wing who looks like old young wing.
So young again, that old middle-aged man.
But no, because I've always found I've always found over the years on the local, I'm talking mostly, I mean, we make all kinds of music in Trinidad.
Yeah.
We're doing jazz, we doing the reggae and the soca and the chutney, and we like to fuse things together and come up with a whole next kind of
So
scene.
hear this, right? You asked about where the scene is and whatnot. Something that's remained consistent from the earlys to now. I'm not saying they have people who will go out and buy the merch and pay to go into shows and buy albums. Well, albums is not really a thing. But when the CDs were selling, you know, how many people who listening now not paying to go to a show, getting a copy of the CD, that sort of thing, right?
Right.
I was arguing that rock fans could be some of the cheapest bastards.
You were saying that not earlier today.
Yeah, and the unfortunate thing is...
Say it. Say it with your chest.
There was a time the longest running underground show was the one Gary Hector was doing in Maraval. And then came Bravo Bravo. Right? Which launched...
He did that. Gary did 2 shows, two series.
What
Yeah.
I want to hear about this. I don't
Honey,
know.
what was it? I Shrunk the Punk. What was it? Something?
Yeah, Honey, I Shrunk the Punk.
Honey,
but
I Shrunk the
Not
Punk.
that one, the one before.
And the other one was oh Lord, was it terrible.
The Clash album. Wasn't it the Clash album name? Not London Calling.
Not London
Damn.
Calling. Oh my God.
All right, we'll
Kello, you really need to give me a little more heads up before we did this.
yeah, but you would find, I mean, this is some time ago.
Hey, there could be a part 2, you know. I just say.
So you would find that you book your
I think
show.
there'll have to be.
Yeah.
You would find you book your show, people in the club line and whatnot. So you have to start charging at some point to get in and whatnot. And there are people who go home, change their clothes, and come back ready to fight. I wasn't here earlier. It's like, yeah, but the show wasn't going on. You wasn't here lunchtime, and it's 8 o'clock in the night. What are you doing? Right? I mean, that was some time ago. But let me put it this way. It have no rock musician who could survive on performing alone. Right? That people saying the government need to change the laws, whatever. If you take all the radio stations and all the music that being played in Trinidad, over 50% is local. People just forget. I mean, yeah, soca and chutney are a little more established,
Right.
But people just forget that that's local. So
That's
it's
local,
not,
yeah. So it is, yeah. There is a
You understand?
large amount
what,
of local
What we
content.
need is more indigenous support.
Yeah.
That is what is needed. People need to go to shows. People need to... I'm not saying buy something out of charity to support the rock bands. I'm saying if you like it, do the right thing. If you like it, support it. If you like the music, pay for it. Pay for your subscriptions. Pay for some merch. That sort of thing. Don't just go and expect the free things. It's not Carib.
Funny you should say that, because the last concert they had, that was Saturday in Kaiser Blues. And they downstairs, in the downstairs area, had a full merch area.
Yeah.
Everything merch. So we had merch from, on this side was Sickle Square, merch from Lynchpin. We had merch on this side from Beyond the Animals, something from Cypher as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, these guys are putting out the merch and people are buying. And listen, Beyond the Animals, they have songs on iTunes and all the different platforms to buy, but they also have physical CDs.
That's
Hold on.
It's
So
crazy,
what
but I
I'm
love
saying,
it.
what I'm saying is not. I said it like, listen, I don't even know if I have a CD player in my house still. I probably have a DVD player.
Nowadays,
But the thing is not even about the actual physical CD. You could still get it on iTunes or whatever, but the detail and the time that they took to put all of that together, because there's an album cover, they have a inlet what you could open up and you could go through and you see all the lyrics of the songs, the artwork, the attention to detail. But that is that alone. You don't even have to play the CD. Just that is a collectible item.
It's a memorabilia.
Yeah.
And I give them props for doing that.
Yeah.
Because nobody's doing that.
Yeah.
And I like to see that bands are now taking it way past just, all right, I'll put some songs and perform and that's it. And they actually making it a business.
Correct. And that's
because
how
it ain't cheap to record. It ain't cheap to buy equipment. So let's say you're doing your own recording, but mics are expensive.
Everything.
These
Yeah.
boards are expensive. These different things to do. Since nothing is cheap, you
No,
have to
it
pay
ain't
for your
cheap.
programs. So always support local, support the artists. Come to the shows, buy the merch.
Definitely buy merch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be cheap.
Which is one of the things that actually helps bands financially.
Yeah.
It's not
Oh,
as
yeah, it
bad
does, yeah.
as it used to be, right? But I don't think people quite aware.
Yeah.
They're not quite aware because people assume if you're a photographer, just come and take some pictures.
No.
They don't realize how a support system behind that.
Yep.
Of
Just come and
course.
play some music now. Just come and whatever. But it's more than that. Men doing work, men sweating.
Yes,
You know,
decades
and
of
it's
work.
not as expensive as it used to be, but it was never cheap.
Yeah, that's correct. But guys, right now we have about 8 minutes to go. This is the first extended now playing hour without any music. Now playing.
Well, you know, it's history, right?
But you know what? As I said, I dedicated this show for
A flashback.
yes, flashback,
Where we come
some
from.
history, and I think this definitely has to have a part 2. Maybe
Oh,
my-
yeah.
I don't
Three
get
and four.
I don't get buff already because he needed more time. Listen,
Yeah, Mike can start to tell us stories yet.
That's
Listen.
a real story.
Listen.
Real story.
Mike
This
around
will-
since Cock had teeth.
Gotta bring on Nigel now.
this will definitely be a party because listen, I'm gonna tell you how this happened. So I got a message before I even left my house to come up here, and it's like, bro, I got caught up in work. I can't make it. I might be able to, but I can't. And then I'm like, what am I going to do? Because everybody's expecting this. I just pulled my phone out. I was like, hey Mike, what's up? I have the whole I'm not gonna play the voice note, but I basically was like, Mike, we're supposed to have Paul can't make it. And I already had the direction of where I wanted to go with the show. Are you working tonight? If not, please help.
I was like, Kelo, I'm now going to put on my pajamas, right? Nah, just kidding.
I got a call about how long after, boy? About 10, 15 minutes after I got a call. And now here we are. And this is probably one of my favorite. I think this is my favorite episode right now because first of all, I look up to this guy here.
Thank you.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Mike Ross, I don't think I'll be doing this. Not only just the local rock scene, because I've been in love with the local rock scene from early, but to do broadcasting and to pursue this passion of mine and then take it and then try to build something, and now we are seeing where we are now. And Mikey, thank you. You are the pioneer, and I will always look up to you.
Thank you.
Always.
Thank you.
Respect. Darren, you too. I will always look up to you, not physically, but
I took the tallest chair possible. This chair could probably get taller.
Brother, you're wicked.
love you, bros. But guys, I just say thank you. This will be a part 2. I don't know when we're doing the part 2. I will actually try to schedule it properly. I'm here until September, so we got to do a part 2.
We could do another one.
Yes.
We could do another one.
Nigel Roras is still there. We bring
Yeah,
you on for that one.
That's the
Bringing
thing.
Nigel as my
Nigel
guest.
is recovering right now, so I am not. That was also
that's true.
Yeah, I've been in touch with Nigel. I'm always in touch with Nigel, and he also helps me
Phone in.
with things.
Nigel, I'll
Oh,
come by your house with that camera.
we could.
I will hook you up there,
We
Nigel.
could do that.
We accepting no excuses.
Hold on, we could do that. Actually, we could do
Live
a live call. Yeah.
Nigel, you still there? Say yes. Say yes in the comments. We're looking out for you now. I have a 15-second delay, so we're waiting 15 whole seconds.
I don't think it's 15. It's like about how much? About 15 seconds? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, because there's a lot of we go back far. There's a lot of history.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
yeah,
history.
so-
we could go back to the
As you
70s
said,
if you want
60s.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
did say the
Yeah.
60s.
Everything
you
he
could go
said
back
so
to the
far,
16th,
I had a
17th.
story or two to
Yeah.
add to it, and I was like, I can't.
Until
I
he
need
says
to hear
That's why-
this.
that's why-
I need to hear this.
That's why I'm so glad that you stayed as well, because I know this was gonna. I mean, we could have done this, but this is what I wanted, and this is how things happen sometimes. This is how my show is still existing, and I gotta say thank you guys for being in the scene so long and pushing all the younger guys to just keep going. Just keep moving forward. It's all about local rock
This is
music.
why I kind of asked the question just now, because over the years we've always had a kind of hills and valley kind
Yeah.
of situation. 1 minute real things happening, then
Yep.
we dip down, nothing happening, we come back up, we go back down. So I was just wondering.
I'm trying to keep it here.
No, but
It's here.
you just keep doing what you're doing, man.
It's here.
Please do.
But when Pramtree had called me to ask to be their drummer, do you tell him like all the logistics or whatever? I said, who's in the band? David said, well, me, I'm playing guitar and singing. He said, Darren Lala on the bass. I said, all right, no problem. I'm in. You said me it's already. Darren Lala on the bass. All right, I'm there.
Done.
Yeah.
Done and done.
We need Mike Russ as a singer.
And I mean, you could get Gary in there, you could get Nigel in there, you could get others.
I can't tell you. 5 years now, I'm trying to get Gary in here.
He's a busy guy.
He's a very busy guy.
He's a busy guy.
So, we're
Playing
choosing
country
one
music.
song to end the show. So, I have Jumbie lined up here. I have Red Vellum, Razor Blades. What do you choose? Which one do you want to end the show with? Red Vellum, Razor Blades, or Jumbie from Orange Peel Groove?
Oh, we're going with the Orange Peel.
Oh, wow. Not even a question. All right, so, folks, this was Kelocal Lockdown Tuesdays. I am DJ Kelo, the energy from Trinidad and Tobago. This was Mike Ross.
Thank you.
The man they call Darren Lala.
Kello.
And why do I always I always forget your name, man?
It's very easy to remember. It's Kyle.
It's Kyle. All right, Kyle, the drummer Kyle from the band Prime 3. Look out for them Sunday down there at Lazy Lizard. All right, Sunday, 3 o'clock, doors open. It's only $100.
It's $100.
$100.
For the tickets are a little more at the door.
All right, so it's $100 for tickets. You can get them by all the band members, and you
Lazy
can
Lizard.
Lazy Lizard.
Planners, Ricks, all the usual rock spots.
There we go.
And from band members, yeah.
Right. So until next week Tuesday, I'm DJ Kelo, the energy. This was Kelocal Lockdown Tuesdays. That's my guy over there, Vish. Yes.
Yeah, well done, Vish.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's
Vish.
very quiet. He just hand signals.
That's Vish.
He's not like Jose. You get yo.
Yo.
All right, so guys, we're gonna end with some Orange Peel Groove. I just lost my headphones, but I know I'm still on. So yeah, we're gonna end with some Orange Peel Groove, and this is Jumbie. Have a great evening. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, share, like, follow. Don't forget the donate 6-8. Support the stream. Donate. Let me make some money. Please, thanks. I eat and travel, All right. So have a great evening, guys. This was Kelocal Lockdown Tuesdays, and I'm
Rock
gonna
on
leave.
TNT.
That's right.
Don't stop.
And I'm gonna leave you with this one from the. Oh my God! I pulled the Red Villain. Why did I do that? All
I
right.
secretly want to play it.
I feel like you want to play it.
And I'm gonna drop this one from Orange Peel Groove. This is Jumbie. Have a great evening. We out here.
people out there doing tonight? It's Robert Beaton here on Kelocal Lockdown Tuesdays. This is where all the Trini local musicians get to shine. And I think it's totally badass. Rock on.
Kelocal Lockdown Tuesdays. Playing 100% TNT rock music. Your urban alternative. DJ Kelo. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at ourradio.fm.